Hello.
Oh no. Everyone is 2D today. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's the only time Mr. Freddy speaks. Hello. Damn, chat do be helloing. Okay, so as always, we will go through the new flow and new system. So first of all, we'll just go through a little bit, few updates, few remarks, and then we'll go through the Slido questions and answer those over there. And then we'll go on to the open AMA schedule as usual. So I think the first update should come from you, Josh, with the game.
Sure thing. Hey guys, what's going on? So, we've had this a long time coming. It's been, 2.5 months of development, I guess. And happy to say that we're actually pushing the game at the end of this AMA. So it'll go into closed beta version 0.1. And we'll start rolling out the closed beta keys to people who have been selected for closed beta, which is the first 75 people over the next 24 hours. You'll get it based on how you filled out the Google form, whether you want it by Discord or email or however you wanted it. I have to send them all out individually because of how the key system works. And in game, you can hit F6 at any time and record a bug or feedback or anything you like about it, anything you don't like about it, and it'll screenshot the game and send it to a clipboard so that I can see all the feedback and all the bugs, so we can start fixing stuff immediately. Pretty psyched for it. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, so up next would be a little bit of remarks about the bridge talk. So can one of our devs please elaborate on that?
Yeah, so we have finished the actual blood bridge. We haven't settled on a chain yet because it's in Solidity, so we can pick any EVM compatible chain. So that's what ETH runs right now. So it could be Polygon, Avalanche, any of those. Closer to like actual launch, we will probably settle on a chain which we are thinking best is. The lowest fees would be on Matic, of course, but if the community is not that familiar with Matic, we can go for another chain or a layer 2 roll-up chain like Arbitrum or Optimism. This is great. It's actually great for what we're trying to accomplish, because imagine we want to run something where you can purchase a special benefit with the blood token on ETH that would cost like maybe $30 to even transfer the blood. On the other chain, that might cost like 10 cents or like 5 cents to just transfer the token. So that will remove a lot of costs for the users. And so yeah, we're working on that still. The blood bridge is done. As of yesterday, I announced that we're doing a full ghost copy on Polygon. So essentially what that means is that a lot of people were complaining that because of staking, they couldn't see their vampires in their OpenSea wallet anymore. And people tend to go through people's OpenSea wallet to check out their collection. And if you have a really big like collection of rare vampires, they're not there. So me and Freddy yesterday, we built a system on which is going to be deployed on Polygon. Is that the only chain which is supported on OpenSea other than ETH? That basically it clones your vampire into a Matic collection, Polygon collection. They will be hidden on your OpenSea profile, as people tend to spam with Polygon assets. So once we drop those copies to your wallet, which should be maybe tonight if Freddy doesn't go to bed in 30 minutes and dies. So yeah, so we're looking forward to doing that. Hopefully by tonight. So the system is what's going to happen is we're probably dropping it to everyone. So not if you're staked only. So the entire collection will be available on Matic as well. You won't be able to trade them. You won't be able to sell them. You won't be able to send them to anyone else. If you do send your asset on ETH to someone else, the Polygon copy will automatically transfer as well. So that's what we have planned for that. In terms of actual like benefits of what we're trying to accomplish with the blood token is all of these utilities will probably be on the other chain because it's just not possible to do anything else on ETH, which will cost like hundreds of dollars. An example of that is Ether Orcs is actually an on-chain RPG game. They did the same recently where they bridge to Polygon and then you do all the action on there and then you can bridge back, stuff like that. So that is a possibility for us as well. So we're gonna look into that heavily and probably make something cool. So that was my talk. I think we're on to Top Cake right now.
Yeah, I think we're on the father of SVS
Yeah, the
up next.
the new father.
Yeah. How's your child going, Topkick?
Great. Just
That's good to
growing
hear,
up
always.
usually. So let's get into the Metaverse updates. Like we mentioned in the previous AMA, we're going back and forth with very talented Metaverse builders, so we can go over the structures we want in our partnered sandbox plot, which is quite large, kind of like Freddy. Therefore, we're going over each structure individually, and we're quite impressed, to say the least, so far with how it's turning out. We'll be having an SVS castle, main lounge area, NFT showroom, interacting dungeon area, an event stage, minigame area, parkour challenges, scavenger hunt area, and more. One more thing to mention, we didn't want to leave the Metaverse stuff as just structures, so we have gotten in contact with 3D artists, and we're currently in the process of going over the traits. So Operation 3D Vamp, not 2D Vamp, is a go. We'll be sharing more details on that in the next few weeks, but yeah, it will be involving blood.
Yeesh. 3D Vamp.
Yep, 3D Vamp.
Damn, can't believe you came up with that joke on the fly. I think Tea Nut Coffee, you're next on your updates. Your mic broken, T? Oh. Damn. Hello, T.
Well, that is
Well,
a shame.
Oh, wow.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, you guys.
Hello.
All right, it's working now. Let's get into some marketing updates. So I guess the main thing is that what I've been specifically working on, as well as the rest of the team, is our December collaborations. There's a lot of planning and coordinating and different steps that go into each of these things, and it's taken up a lot of our time to get these things ready and rolling and make sure that we properly roll them out. Specifically, been coordinating with the new PR team, getting them in contact with the people who we're collaborating with, and doing our backs and forths there. Um, Another thing that we started looking into is also VCs and DAOs, to pitch possible investment opportunities. As we've seen, in the NFT space, there have been a few other projects that got investments from those people, and they got floor sweeps and any other possible avenues and things we can do with them. We're looking into that. So just wanted to let everybody know that that's something that I've started working on. um, the community suggestions that we've gotten so far have been amazing. And I just wanted to let everybody know that we value these suggestions pretty deeply, and we do keep our eyes on them, and just keep up the good work. We also, got a few good questions this week, which, looking forward to answering them. Yeah, so there will be more little marketing updates throughout, when we answer these questions as well. So please stay tuned.
Before we go on to the rest of the AMA, I just want to, let everyone know and give a quick shout out to all our community managers, our mod teams. They all put in tons of work, and we appreciate everything that they do and how much, they work for all the constant collaborations behind the scenes. So I think that's it. And the next portion of the AMA will be the Slido. Right, Ryan?
Yep, so we're gonna pick, well, we've already handpicked some of the top upvoted questions, so hopefully a lot of the most pressing questions are answered in this part of the AMA, and then if they're not, people are still free to raise their hands afterwards when it gets to the usual AMA.
Yeah, so the updates took a little bit of time, so we are going to go through this at a decent pace, so you guys can get your hands up already if you want to ask questions in the normal AMA. So the first question is when will we actually start seeing a shift in the project? We've been on a steady downtrend, and quote unquote promises behind the scenes aren't affecting the market. So we firmly believe that we'll start to see a shift this month with our December collaborations and with the improved marketing efforts that we're going underway, right? So basically we've been working really hard for this month, and we believe that this stuff is going to make a difference. And as well with employing the external PR team and marketing resources, it will make a big difference. And I apologize, Ryan, you were meant to read the question. I apologize.
It's okay, I'll let you off. As Chef Pueblo has just asked in the chat, the next question is any updates on Coinbase NFT?
So as you guys know, it's a bit of a repetitive answer, but we are in active communications with the Coinbase team. We can't promise or confirm anything with you guys yet, but we do feel optimistic about our collection and about things going forward.
Okay, the next question is, I believe for T, which will be when are some actual marketing and networking goals that are going ahead in a timely manner? We've all known there are great big and things coming, but what can you share about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said before, top priority right now is to ensure that our upcoming December collaborations are marketed as effectively as possible. We want to make sure that we receive, the maximum amount of exposure and value from these partnerships. Like I've also said before, coordinating with our external teams, the people who we're collaborating with, our PR firm specifically. And there's just a lot that goes into that. There's also a lot of brainstorming, planning, and coordinating that goes into moving forward with these collaborations and partnerships. Another thing we've already started to do is communicate with management teams of celebrities and athletes. So that's something we're also looking into, seeing the value with what we're getting and how it will benefit SVS. Also how I mentioned earlier is VCs and DAOs, big thing that we're starting to look into. We're very optimistic about the things that we're doing now, and we feel that these things are just sort of gonna all add up and sort of take off for the project. So yeah.
Okay, the next question is pretty similar to the last one, but it's what is Brian specifically doing for SVS and the marketing team that supported Binance?
Yep. So since day one of our relationship with Brian, even before we made it public and we started working together, we've consulted him with almost any and all collaboration opportunities that we received and are actively pursuing. So there's a lot of valuable insight and information that the core team is receiving from Brian directly. Like I mentioned before, guys, some of the effects of Brian being on the team, it's not going to be apparent on the front end, but it does help out the team a lot in the back end. Brian also connected us with one of the largest crypto PR firms, Market Across. Without Brian's connection with them, it probably would have been very hard to start working with them just due to the magnitude of clients they have, and they don't really take on new people. So we're very thankful for that. So just a clarification on what the PR firm does. I know there were some concerns in chat earlier this morning. So some of what the PR firm does specifically is they draft up press releases and they pitch them to pitch them to media outlets, publications. Really, it's a game of connections and which connections you have and who you have good relationships with. So what they're going to be doing for us specifically is making sure that our big announcements are publicized, and we have a decent amount of articles written about those announcements. Concerns about, the OPR firm doesn't have followers. It's a sus. Like, you guys need to trust that, we're doing our due diligence and we're working with the right people and the people who are best for the project. So, there's that. But, really looking forward to working with them and seeing, what they're able to do with this upcoming December collaboration that we have. So, yeah, it's a little bit more clarification on the PR team and more of Brian's role at SVS.
Cool. Okay. Thank you very much, T. So Ryan will be answering the next one. So we're going to switch it up and I shall ask the question. So could we reward people who have been staked from the start, the first few weeks with the first chance to buy champagne and not with the high blood cost?
Yeah, this is definitely something we've been thinking about because we did announce pretty early on that the blood cost for the champagne would be quite low, which means due to the quite limited amount of bottles there will be at the beginning, they might go pretty fast, which is why we have been thinking that those who were staking from the beginning do deserve to be able to get a bottle. They shouldn't be the ones missing out. But at the same time, we don't really want to do any sort of where we put certain stakers above others, where we're saying, you have the ability to do it before others. So it's definitely something that we're looking into, where we can provide an equal opportunity for everyone, but still while being able to perhaps allocate a certain amount of bottles for the earliest stakers.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. I think you can read the next question for Freddie.
When does the team expect to have the new website up and running?
Yeah, so we're currently waiting on the design because we have so many things sent to the designer. But yeah, all your suggestions were great, so we've made sure to include them. Yeah.
Thank you, Freddie.
More specifically on when we're sort of aiming for, or like mid this next week, sort of starting to get things going next week, in time for these December collaborations. Since SVS will obviously be getting we're gonna get a lot of new eyes on us. So next week is what we're aiming for right now.
Awesome.
Okay, the next
Thank you,
question
Freddie.
is, what catalyst do we have going forward for the project? I know we have Gen 2 and the game, but what else is in the pipeline to boost value? Also, blood usage. Smiley face.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and start this question off, and as a team, we'll sort of collaborate on it. But the most immediate catalyst, I would say, from our perspective, would be the December collaborations that we have coming up. We're going to be receiving, a lot of publicity from them. We're going to have a lot of new eyes on SVS, so we're going to be getting a lot of exposure from that. As it is, this is the first time it's like the first time a collaboration of this type is taking place. And it's the first time any NFT project has done this. So we're really, looking forward to that. And this is sort of like, what's coming most recent. It's, December collaboration.
So we feel that, December is a huge month for us. And, with everything that we have been building and been working on, that is going to be a game changer, right? So thank you, everyone, for everything that you have, all the support so far. And yes, let's look forward to this month. Maybe we can go next question now, Ryan.
The next question is actually for you, and it would be, is there a price on Gen 1 that you'd feel comfortable releasing Gen 2? Or is it not a particular price? Is it just a certain market condition? Or what would be your thoughts on that?
Damn, well, that do be a question for me. Okay, so as for Gen 1 pricing and how things are going to move forward with Gen 2, right? So obviously you guys know Gen 2 is a little bit away, so it's not really fair for us to be maybe planning or releasing that many details that far ahead of time. But I would say that if we talk about a specific price point that we have to quote unquote reach before reaching Gen 2, there's no real way of answering that. The sky is the limit, but I don't think it's a realistic proposition to set a clear price target, right? And openly say that so early on. But that is definitely something that we do keep in mind and we are discussing internally. But feel free to drop any suggestions that you guys, feel about the project and about this in the chat. Damn, Thrall, where's my bullish?
Okay, the next one is, when will you sign a celebrity or influencer that can impact the project? If it's okay for the Bored Apes to do it, why isn't it okay for SVS?
Yeah, okay, so this is a question we get quite a lot, and I think it's a pretty fair one, right? So at SVS, we've always mentioned that we have gone for a more organic approach. And this is something that we've said from the start, and it's been our ethos. It's something that we've tried to stick true to. We do know that some people say that organic isn't working. So we do need action, right? We agreed to this to some point, and it would not be wise to just simply partner and pay an influencer. So at the same time, we do realize that a little bit of a mix and an approach would be better. So we're gonna try do a little bit of a mix of this, and we're gonna try, incorporate a bit more of the marketing and getting some influencers on board. We are actually speaking to quite a few, and we will, get an update when we can.
Okay, the next question is, any plans to alter alpha so that diamond hands, stakers, or long-term supporters can benefit over those who joined recently, or just to get a whitelist and flip the NFT?
Ryan, the question's for you, sir.
I'll ask myself that one then. Yep. So within the new site, which should be coming within the next week or so, if all goes to plan, there will be a sort of loyalty-based system where you'll be able to claim certain accolades, if it were, depending on how long you've been staked, how much blood you've generated, along with more other fun ones as well. So we're looking into how we can expand this into the alpha. Maybe those who are early stakers, for example, can have increased odds on certain whitelists. We do want to be careful about this though, because alpha in general is for generation 1 holders, so we don't want to perform any sort of segregation where, even though you have the same, you have a generation 1 vampire and someone else does, you don't have higher odds on every whitelist, for example, because that would be unfair. So we are looking at how we can give certain advantages in certain situations, but without it making too unfair to certain people who are buying their vampire just for the alpha. The next question
and
is...
I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, we are working, we do have a lot of things going on right now between the sites, between the bridge, things that, Freddie and Wolf are working on, our collaborations. So Alpha, this is definitely something, as Ryan said, we do want to elevate, but it's just going to take some time because certain priorities are sort of, taking over at the moment.
Okay, the next one is it possible to give some insight on the blood utility within the metaverse and any other new use cases for blood? There are so many staked, how can we create the demand?
The December collab will create a lot of demand, we feel, with a lot of the stuff that are coming out. So, with blood utility within the metaverse is a little bit hard to kind of explain too much right now, but we are trying to do as much as we can. Maybe we can use blood for discounts for some stuff in the metaverse, maybe mini games and stuff like that, but and other collaborations. But that's something that we're actively working on, and we'll get an update to you guys soon.
Okay, we've just got a couple more questions left now. This one is one that Booknerd brought up a few weeks ago, and someone asked for a more thought out answer from the team, which is simply, why SVS? You can't say community or artwork.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely does deserve a better answer. Specifically, we'd say, the team and the brand. The team consists of, experienced figures in the crypto space. We have a combined 20 plus years of experience. The things that, the elders and specifically the things that they're working on outside on their past or present projects outside of SVS. whether they're not NFT related or SVS related, in one way, shape, or way or shape. These do provide benefit to operating SVS. For instance, Top Kex, he manages tens of thousands of subs across multiple businesses. Wolf has a vast experience in development. Ryan has experience in working with large communities. 2D also has a vast knowledge of the crypto space. So everything that all of the skills that each team member and each elder has is sort of coming together and shaping how SVS operates and how we present ourselves. To elaborate more on what I meant by the brand, this doesn't necessarily mean the Twitter banner or the logo or this or that. It's more so the identity of the brand and the size of the brand, because brand is something that you can easily leverage in several different circumstances. So the brand is definitely a big part of it, and it really sort of navigates how you progress throughout the project.
T, I believe you skipped over Freddy there. What does Freddy bring?
Well, Freddy, his massive self, he's an extra layer of protection for the layer. So
Oh my God.
Freddy can protect all of us in times of need. He's a first responder per se.
Yeah, it's like an ozone layer, but big.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just go on to the normal portion of the AMA. We've actually been doing this for 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, one thing before we move on to the main part, we were going to talk about was that beginning in the next few days, we're going to be hosting a sort of Xmas calendar between the 12th and the 24th of December, where every day there'll be a different giveaway within the Discord. Some of them will be open to both holders and non-holders, but there'll be certain ones with pretty good prizes that will be only for holders. So there'll be certain ones that are open for everyone, some that will be open for both vamps and bats, and then a couple that will be just for vamps. So yeah, those will be coming in the Discord between the 12th and the 24th. So yeah, we're going to move on to the AMA now. So raise your hand if you have a question that hasn't been answered yet, and we'll try and get through as many as we can in the next half an hour. First up is Big Biscuits.
Oh, is that you, Freddy?
Freddie, you can have Big Biscuit's handle if you want, man. I'd be willing to transition that over to you for a small fee.
That
Yeah,
sounds good.
Charge him 100 ETH.
There you go. I could take my wife out for a date night with that. Hey, just
Thanks,
wanted to
it's a
say
date,
I'm
man.
super excited about everything here.
Damn, you just turned into robot
December,
biscuits.
I'm just. I'm very excited about everything that's coming down the pipeline in December. Can you guys hear me okay?
It's cutting in
Yeah.
and out a little bit.
It's cutting in and out, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm in
Okay, it's
kind of
clear
a
now.
crappy
It's clear now.
zone right now. Good. So super excited about December. I wanted to inquire. I've been noticing kind of a new meta in terms of Discord servers and communities where they're having like audio, like a radio station. I don't know if anyone's in the Thingdoms Discord, but they have this thing called Thing FM, and it's just been really innovative in my opinion. It's essentially like they're creating a online radio station. People can call in. They've made these like cheeky little like commercials, and it's all just super cool. I wanted to just kind of maybe throw it out there and see if you guys would be interested in maybe hooking up one of the bots that could allow like streaming music. I'm passionate about music. I'm a huge vinyl collector. Would love to help spearhead this if it's something you guys would utilize, like a vamp radio, where we could have some branding and have like a just a certain feel to it. And I think it could be very exciting and create some more engagement inside the Discord.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty cool actually. So it's a little bit hard to hear you, so maybe you could DM T the details and then we can we can go through and try to make that happen for everyone here.
I was a
Yeah,
radio
awesome.
DJ in
Sounds
college.
good.
I could help with that.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, maybe you and me could go in on that, man. That'd be awesome, Crass.
102.7 The Lair.
Serving all your jam needs. We love the blood. Yeah,
Yes,
it
let's
could be
go.
really cool. All DMT.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Big Biscuits.
Bye, guys.
Okay, next up is F equal.
Eight Blood FM.
Hello,
That's
hello.
not
Can you
bad
hear
name.
me?
Hello, loud and clear.
Oh, cool. Because it was getting really hard for me to communicate with you guys. So I'm happy I solved this issue. Anyway, how are you guys doing?
Very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm cool, cool. I actually have a really, really quick question. Are we, and by are we, I mean, are you guys sweeping floors with anything? Are we sweeping floors at all? That was just one quick question. And the other thing that I wanted to say is that I've spoken with Mick before about this, but I'm a 3D artist and I've done a lot of NFT work before. And I actually sent some messages to Topkek, haven't received an answer yet, but I just wanted to say that if there's anything I can do to help out, please reach out. I'll do anything for the project. I'm a huge investor in the project. So that's it, guys.
So you're a 3D artist, did you say, Ethiquiel?
Yep.
Oh, cool. So, I mean, we've been actively speaking with some 3D artists. So maybe, I think, a lot of us are quite swarmed with DMs. So if you really need to reach us about something or a proposition, I think your best bet is to DMT or email us. And then that's something that we definitely see.
Yeah,
Cool,
feel
cool.
free to just shoot me a DM and we can get things going and sort of see if there's something that we can work on together.
You got it. You got it. I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you very
we're
much.
looking at some of those already anyway. So yeah, just shoot to a DM and then we can see from there.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I just said you can just send your message over to T and put your whatever you want to show over there, and then he will just share it with us because it's easier to reach T most of the time.
Yeah, I actually just did, so I don't forget. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to know about the floor, and that's it. Thank you so much for the hard work.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Okay, next up is Gradansky.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, I have a question. He was talking about like the 3D FAMs,
Yeah,
but
that's something that we're working on right now. Yes, correct.
but is that the only way, like paying for it with blood, or can I pay
With what? Sorry, what were we saying?
can I buy the 3D FAM only with blood or with Ethereum as well, or?
I would say nothing is finalized, but we're definitely leaning heavily towards paying with blood as
Okay.
of right now. But yeah, things can change. So by the time it is fully available and we have it scheduled to be released, then there'll be a big announcement and with all the details there. So
Because
ideally, if it is not full mint with blood, maybe it would be like a discount with blood or something along those lines. But it's definitely going to be heavily, utilized with blood.
Okay, because I didn't stake my FAM yet, but I think when I'm home, I'm going to do it. It's never too late to do it, but I don't know. I didn't want to put it somewhere where people could not see it, because I'm so proud of my FAM, what I just minted.
That's that's obviously a good concern, but yeah, that's obviously what we're working on and fixing on right now. So you can go ahead and you can stake it, and then you'll still be able to see your vamp in your wallet with no worries.
I'm going to do it. And then again, very thank you for all the work you've been doing, and I'm really like happy to be a part of it. And again,
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Have a
much
good
for coming
night.
on. You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Gleebots.
Gleebots, you're muted in case you didn't realize.
Can you hear me?
It's loud and clear. Hello.
Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Very good. Thank you. How are you?
Good. I'll try to keep it short. I was just thinking during this AMA, I don't know if this is possible or not in Discord, but is there a way to, reward people that are, active in the community? Because there's, a lot of vamps that are, consistently in here and do a lot of good work. And, usually they get the little emoji type things. Would it be possible to almost like utilize that as like karma with Reddit, where posts that are really highly upvoted, might give certain vamps, say like a better chance at alpha, because they're putting in good work and stuff, and it wouldn't really be able to be, like messed with because you would have to have a verified vamp in order to, upvote it. I don't know if it's possible, but just thinking about it.
Yeah. So that is okay. I think T is best if you take this one then.
Yeah. So I mean, as we mentioned earlier during the when we were answering the questions, alpha is definitely something that we want to elevate from where it is now, and sort of integrate it into our dashboard, the SVS hub, the website. So it's just a matter of us getting through this, what we're working through now, in order to get to that, so we can also integrate that. But definitely, I do see the value in having some sort of reward system. We're already working on sort of like an emblem-based system where you'll have certain. I don't want to give out too much, but an emblem-based reward system where you get rewarded for several things, whether it be your activity in the server, an early staker. So there's definitely that. And then, like I did mention with Alpha, giving people who are more active more of a chance to get whitelist spots. That's also down the pipeline. So we can definitely expect these suggestions to be integrated pretty soon.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And T, I'm holding you up to my conspiracy theory about
Yeah,
the
that was
drop.
amazing. That was amazing.
So I guess
Wow,
we'll
yeah,
find
you
out
got me
tomorrow.
there.
Okay, have a good one, guys.
Thank you so
That was
much,
great.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Gleebots.
Have a good one.
Okay, next we're going to bring up Paul for the weekly roundup. Hello, Paul.
Yeah, we do love Paul.
Hey, everybody.
What's up,
Coming
Paul?
to you from my underground desert lair right now because the coyotes in the garage are out of control. Craft, dude, the game looks awesome, buddy. Awesome.
Thanks,
I know that the stand-up desk probably really helped with that, helped you push through that final phase.
It gave me more motivation. I work better standing, apparently.
It's awesome, dude. Standing desk is the way to go. But that's not why I came here to talk. I came here to talk because we had an unbelievably amazing week in terms of nerdy Twitter hashtag analytics for me. I have the biggest grin on my face right now. We and these numbers are just for the last 7 days. So our SVS Nft hashtag, we hit the highest reach we've ever hit since I've been tracking this for going back into October, like the beginning of October. We hit about almost 870,000 different accounts this last week with that. And we had about 12,000 different shares. So, our reach right is how many accounts did we pop up in? How many people saw our post, or how many different profiles did we kind of invade with a post that's using that SVS NFT hashtag. And then our shares are how many times was a post that had that hashtag shared. So we had about 12,000 shares on that, which is the highest that I've seen since I've been tracking that as well for that SVS NFT. Our SVS hashtag, we had 819,000 for our reach. I mean, these numbers are huge, you guys. Like, I'm really excited when I see this stuff. One day we had you guys send out a post just about our alpha whitelist stuff. We use that SVS alpha hashtag. We hit 216,000 different accounts. I mean, these numbers for all of these are so far above what they've been in the past. It's like, I look at this, I'm just like, something's coming. You can just feel it. I mean, these numbers don't just blow up this without something happening. My favorite hashtag, we used SVS sneakies. That was just one day. We hit 227,000 different accounts for our reach on that one. And then I got a bunch more, that I'm tracking, but that SVS meets Snoop, that was a super fun post that I saw you guys pushing around. I think Baloo sent that one out. We had like 78,000 or 79,000 different accounts in our reach for that one. We added about 1,400 new people to our Discord in the last 7 days. So it's been exciting seeing all those new people roll in and everything. And I just kind of want to end real quick and say, it's like, when I look at these numbers and stuff, to me, this is like, the building of a rocket ship. It takes forever to build a rocket ship, but once it's complete, the thing just goes straight up. And so when I look at these numbers and stuff like that, I'm like, dude, this rocket ship is almost done. It's like we're rolling it out to the launch pad right now. So you guys keep up the incredible work. I mean, these numbers are all because of you guys. This has nothing to do with us as the community managers or anything. We simply just put this stuff out there, but you guys are doing all the hard work, and I'm telling you guys, it is working like crazy. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, keep doing it, because these numbers just go up higher and higher every single week. And it's all because you guys. And so I'm just going to end with my usual end, that Scotty below, Mars, I love you guys. I love my community manager team, and I love our SVS team, and I love our community. So thanks for everybody.
Thank you so much, Paul. That was amazing.
Was that fast enough for you guys?
That's good. Very bullish on the
Paul,
community manager team.
Yeah, you're gonna have a field day these coming weeks. We're really looking forward to seeing how the statistics look when these collaborations hit. So looking forward to that as well.
I'm stoked, because it's like something's obviously coming. I don't know what it is. Everybody's like, Paul, what's coming down the road? I don't know what the team has for us, everybody, but something big is coming, because these numbers indicate that.
Yes, we do be looking forward to December.
Okay, next up is Theme Roving Ian. I might have butchered his name, but...
Could you say his name at once, please?
Ian. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Ian is not up yet. That is
Katara Vampire Forever. I hate this gift. It scares me. It's like, Jesus. Well, should we bring up the fan favorite then? Does he have his hand up?
Pre does have his hand up, so I think we're gonna have to bring Pre up.
Mr. Ian is here first. Pre, you can mute yourself while Ian speaks. Just a second.
Alright, bad.
Bad. Give you time to think of your question. Hello, Ian. We can't hear you. Well, this question's going great. Hello? Did I just hear him laugh?
Oh, you're going with me.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking to you. Hello.
Oh, how's it going, guys? So, yeah, it's kind of hard to follow Brock there. So, first off, I appreciate everything all y'all are doing. The whole team, from the elders to the management team and the community managers. For a lot of us, like, this is my first project I got into, and then a lot of us are not moving on, but are trying to, continue to stay inside the NFT space and find other opportunities as well. So we may not spend as much time in here. The one thing I was going to ask is there any way that we may be able to add a blood channel in our Discord for us to just have a quick snapshot of what the current things are going to be coming up for us to use the blood for. That's the only part of this project that I really don't stay on top of and can't really get any information on without, just having to DM one of y'all or ping somebody in chat.
Yep. So what is coming up on our new site is that they will have a blood page for everyone to know, like, everything with all the utilities, how to spend blood, what you can spend it on, and FAQ. So that's going to cover everything.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. That's all I have for y'all guys. Appreciate all the hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.
Okay, next up is GFits.
The video is a classic.
Hey, Vamps, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear. Hello.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
We can. How are you?
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yep. Hello, loud and clear. Can you hear us?
Oh.
Oh, that was short-lived. We can definitely hear him though.
Oh, let me. Oh, if he raises his hand again, I can invite him. Oh, there we go.
Hey, guys, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh.
That's weird. I can see Ryan's blinking, but I'm not hearing any audio anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll ask the question in case you guys can hear me. Just want to thank you guys. I've been watching the community since day one. I was there for the mint, but I barely missed out. So I got in a couple weeks ago. And, for those who are new or old, I'm in a lot of big NFTs and, having these AMAs and transparency and smart devs. And, this is amongst the best run, Discords and communities out there. So just wanted to recognize and give flowers to the team for what you're doing. And I think there's some pretty exciting things coming this month that we're all excited to see have an impact on the project. My question was more around bats. And as I joined the community kind of late, there seemed to be some discourse or questions about the role of bats and how important will they be and how do any rarity traits impact downstream VAMP content. So just wanted to see if you could share any detail on that. This is Jeff with the G, and thanks for answering the questions.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit difficult, right? Because that was a long question. And I was going to ask if he can repeat a little bit of that question, but now he can't hear me, right? Oh, and he came off the stage. Okay. Yeah, so generally with the bats, yeah, I'm confused, chat. What is his question? Bat utility, something. It's a bit too long.
I think he's just asking if there's any planned utility for the bats.
Yeah, so obviously apart from the so the utility for bats, as we mentioned quite a number of times now, will be that you get to kind of like quote unquote infuse it with the breeding, so you can carry over some of the traits. But that's going to be limited, obviously. I think it would be 3 uses per bat. And I think Ryan has some other stuff about the bat that's coming up.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good time to tie in something we were thinking of, which we wanted people's feedback on, and we're going to be hosting a vote on the DAO as the first DAO vote since it's been back. But the question is, what would people think about resurrecting some of the bats from the graveyard and allowing them to be purchased solely through blood via an auction? We know we did say that if you didn't claim the bat within a week, that it would be gone forever, which is why we're quite hesitant to do this. But we have had this suggested a few times. People want to spend their blood, and there are some good bats in the graveyard, so we do think it could be a good idea to select a few of them, not necessarily all of them, just handpick some, maybe some of the rarer ones, and then allow them to be bid on with an auction system solely with blood. So we will be doing a vote on the DAO for this, because we do want to listen to what the community have to say, because we are essentially going back on our words saying that they would be burned if they weren't claimed. but if this is something that a majority of people want, it's something we're going to consider doing. And I think we have time for a couple more questions, so we'll bring up Thrall.
Hey there, folks. Can we hear me?
What's up, Thrall?
Hey, not much. Hey, Brock. Hey, T. Hey, Kras. Hey, Topcat. Hey, Shrek XL. Hey, Ryan. Hey, 2D Vamp. Hey, Mig. Hey, Wolf. This one, you may not be able to answer it, but I'm wondering, do you guys have anything in the works for a big splash IRL, as the kids say? Because I've been thinking that as NFTs grow and as people become more aware of them, they're going to want to be able to latch onto the ones with more tangible benefits. And I'm not suggesting a yacht party or a castle party, for example, but those do really stick in the mind's eye of the public. And so I don't expect a concrete answer of what it is, but I'm just wondering if you have anything planned for in real life. And that's all.
Yep, ICT has unmuted his mic in preparation for this.
Yeah, I mean, so since the beginning, it's definitely something that we've wanted to do, and it is definitely something that we have looked into, and moving forward, we'll definitely be implementing. There are some tangible benefits with one of the December collabs coming up. I know I keep on saying December collabs, but there's one there. Also, moving forward in future events, we're going to be looking into for NFT conferences and different things like that, planning events around those. So yeah, definitely there will be stuff down the pipeline for sure.
All right, cool guys, that was it for me. So I'll jump off the stage. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Okay, and the final
Freddy
question
makes an appearance.
today will be from Count Motula. Pri will not get another chance on the stage today, as he pretended that didn't know he was unmuted.
Yes. Oh, Matula. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
How's everyone doing today? Thanks for having me on today's AMA. Extremely bullish on T, who is showing the Discord just how hard he's been working, especially with his pictures of drinking coffee after 8 p.m. I know what that means when someone's drinking coffee that late. It means they're working extra hard, and can't thank the team enough for how hard they're working for this community. I finally got my SVS hoodie, and as promised, I have not taken it off, and was just at dinner recently having conversations with people about the Syndicate. And one question I had is whether or not there were materials that the team would be willing to share with community members, as one way to sort of market, or I don't want to say a pitch book or anything like that, but just some official materials that we can pass around so that we can be better ambassadors for this community.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we do have a pitch deck, which we could either, post that up or post a slightly, different version of it that it's better suited for community members. Also, one of the ideas that we had for the site was having a dedicated, like a brand page going over, all of our parameters and different things like for our media and our content. So that is definitely something that will be coming pretty soon. For sure.
I think that would be great, especially because there's so much hard work that's going on from the team, and part of our brand is obviously quality community members, but also an extremely high quality development team. And so having like a one pager or something that I could share or pass around as I'm hyping the SVS community, I think that would be super helpful in my efforts.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. And I mean, the new site will also function as that, but we will also have some. We'll put together some dedicated materials for that purpose as well. So yeah, thank you very much for the suggestion.
Yeah, that would be awesome, and happy early holidays to folks. Keep pushing the SVS name, whether it's on Twitter or otherwise. It's definitely working, like Paul said. Excited for what's to come in December.
Yes, thank you so
Likewise.
much.
Happy holidays.
Very excited to share everything with you guys that's coming this month.
And I can't wait to see Count Mothula as a 3D figure.
Yes, that's going to be exciting when we can roll it out. So that was a nice positive note to end it on. So we want to say thanks everyone for tuning into this week's AMA. It was fun time as always. Thank you, everybody. Yes, let's have a good month, and we have a lot to look forward to. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
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 Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.